Ha! There's a walleye. I don't think he's gonna quite make 15, but smoked that swim bait. Not a bad little fish. I did a video last year, which I'll put the link in. Basically, this is kind of a repeat. Hopefully I can get a limit of walleyes this morning before work. That'd be pretty sweet. We'll see what happens. There's a fish. Decent fish. I saw him following it. That was pretty crazy. Uh-oh, he's going in the weeds. No! No! Come on. Come on. Oh, it's a nice fish. I don't know what species. Oh, it is a walleye. Oh, that's a keeper too. Come on. There we go. Look at that. That is awesome. Keeper number one. Just crushed that swim bait. That's my favorite, absolute favorite walleye bait. Walleye number one, baby. Oh, he thumped it, but I think he dropped it. Oh, there he is. Got him. Another walleye. Not a big one, but that's walleye number 3 for this spot. If you check out the video above, I'll put a link in, but I have started using circle hooks, and that's why, right there. Didn't hurt that fish one bit. Alright, so that's pretty much it. On to the next spot. We got 3 walleyes out of here, 1 keeper, so we got to keep her moving. I don't typically like to spend more than about 10 minutes or so in a spot. Alright, so spot 2 was a bust. Now I'm going to try spot 3 here. I actually brought some minnows for this spot because I think I can catch some fish on minnows. I know there's some pike here, some walleyes, some smallies, so let's see what we can do. Oh, there's a fish. There's a fish. Oh, look at that. Huh. Pretty nice fish, actually. Hit that fat head on the jig head. Maybe there's a few of them here, hopefully. Let's see if we can get another one. Alright guys, I just caught my very first tagged walleye ever here. WDNR Superior, Wisconsin. And it's got a number on it, so we'll get the number, turn that into the DNR, and I'm going to let this fish go. Fish on! Look at that big jump. Oh, that's a big fish. That's a big fish. I don't know what we have here, but it is not small. Just crushed my swim bait. Look at that bait. Oh, that's a big fish. Dang. Big fish. Oh boy. This is what it's all about right here. I was just popping that Euro Tackle profiler up and down off the bottom. And he crushed it. Oh my word. Is that a carp? No way. This might be a giant carp. Oh, it is. It's a huge carp. He ate my swim bait. This thing is massive. Oh my gosh. You've got to be kidding me. He's just taking off. Oh, this is sweet. What a fish. Oh my word. This is why I love fishing rivers. You just never know. Oh, there he goes again. This is the second carp I've hooked on a swim bait this year. That's crazy. This one is way bigger than the other one. This is a giant. Oh, what a beast. This is the biggest carp I've ever hooked. This will be my PB if I can land it. Oh, it's big. It is big. I knew a second I hooked this thing it was a big fish. Of all the things on a swim bait. There he goes again. That FG knot is holding so far. Tell you what, that FG knot is an incredible knot. I'm gonna have to show you guys how to tie that at some point, but I don't know how long this fight's been going on here, but I don't care if he's got sucker lips or teeth. I do not care. Oh, there he is. We are getting close. He inhaled that swim bait. You can hear the waves from the fish slapping up against the concrete. That's when you know you don't have a bluegill on. Oh, I wish I had brought a net. This could be interesting. Am I ever gonna land this fish? Glad I didn't hook this thing right before I had to head to work because I would be late. This is what you want to do. You want to keep your rod tip high as you bring them in, so you got room to play. You don't want to reel them up to the rod tip when you're fighting a big fish. Oh, you didn't like that, did you, buddy? You can't grab his tail, it's too slippery. We almost had him there. Might just have to drop the rod and two-hand him here. I hate to do that, but I don't know how else I'm going to get him up. Come in that way. Come in that way. There we go. Jeez. It's just impossible to grab. Okay. My heart is pounding right now. Alright, this is where we gotta go for it. All or nothing. Oh yeah. We got him. We got him. Oh! Oh! Look at that fish. Smoked that swim bait. That is a 20-pound carp all day long. Oh, that is sick. I can't barely get my hand around his tail. Wow. Oh, it's so big. Look how wide that thing is across the back. Wish I had a scale. Oh. Yes. Oh, that was so fun. You guys, I'm sure there's more fish here, but I gotta get to work. I might stop by here after work on the way home and see what else we can catch. Oh. That was so incredible. Alright, well, trying a new spot because there's somebody in my spot. And I just hooked up to a pretty nice fish, and I'm not sure what it is yet. I think it might be a smallie. Again, on the Euro Tackle paddle tail swim bait. Same exact thing I caught that carp on this morning. Yep, Mr. Smallie. Not bad. Just smoked that thing. A little patch of weeds here. Bunch of bait here. Figured there had to be something. Come here, buddy. There we go. Nice Smallie. That's a chunk. Solid 3-pounder. That's awesome. I hope those guys leave my other spot so I can hit that before I go, but that's sweet. New spot, another fish. Can't beat it. So as you can see here, there's kind of a long pier that goes out. And a lot of times what people do when they go out on a pier is they try and get out as far as they can and cast off the end of it. But I noticed there was a bunch of bait right here, right in shallow and like 2 feet of water, maybe only a foot. And where the bait is, that's where the fish are going to be. So I started, before I even walked out, I just started casting that swim bait. I think it was my 4th cast I hooked up on that smallie. So those other guys are still in my spot, so kind of doubt I'm going to get to fish that tonight. But it's a pretty public spot. I mean, it gets fished a lot, so hopefully those guys are catching a few, but we'll get back there maybe another morning. So, but I already caught one smallie here this afternoon. We might pick up another fish yet. So what I'm doing here now is I'm rigging this swim bait up with a weedless hook, a little less weight than I had on that jig head so I can get it through these weeds better. I went out to the end of the pier, no weeds, no fish. So I'm going to cast here and see if we can maybe hook up on something else in this weed bed. Fish. Right in those weeds again. I went out to the end of this dock. There was nothing out there. Get back in the weeds. Smoked. Oh, this is fun. Slammed that swim bait again. I gotta bring them over here to land them. Fish number 2, nice pike. Smoked that swim bait again. I put it on a weedless rig this time so I wouldn't get caught in the weeds as much. It's probably a 25-inch pike. Well guys, that was an awesome day. Those guys were kind of in my spot that I caught that carp this morning, so I didn't make it back in there, but I don't care because I found a new spot, caught a nice pike, caught a nice smallie, missed another fish. And if you fish from shore, you just got to think the same way you would fish out of a boat. It's no different. You want to look for structure, you want to look for weed lines, you want to look for bait, and just keep moving until you find that stuff. And throw artificials, keep moving. A lot of these guys go out to the end of the pier, like I said, and they chunk a crawler out there and hope they're going to catch something. And sometimes you do, but a lot of times you can do a lot better by fishing just like you would out of a boat. So anyway, I'm going to be exploring some more in this area from shore, so stay tuned for that. And hopefully you guys can get out, do a little bank fishing, a little pier fishing, and get hooked up.